Southwest Florida. It is, what time is it? 8:35, or as my clock says, 0:35, because the sun worked very well. It is 8:35, not 0. So let me put on some primer spray, and I'm going to do a look today. This was requested by Heather, I believe. I'm going to try to take a picture with the cats at the end of it. I don't know if it's going to work. But I'll give it a shot. We'll see if I can get them to stay with me for a picture. I'm going to have to somehow set up a picture. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do. So right now, all I figured out is I'm going to do my makeup. Hi, Jody! It is time. So I'm going to do this little look right here. It's really kind of pretty with my pointy black hat. And see if I can take a picture with my cats. This is something my Canadian friend Heather asked if I would try. So I'm going to try. We're going to see if I can do it. So I have on my primer spray, so we're going to start with our foundation. So did you bring home any candy from the trunk or treat, or did you give it all out? I like this one because it shouldn't be too difficult to do, although it's not going to be like that Cruella one. Maybe it won't be as exciting. But it's pretty. Kind of elegant. And tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. Just probably something around my eye or something. You did bring home some. Oh, good. Yum, yum, yum. Mm. Do you get trick-or-treaters at your house? When I lived in Lehigh, what was I there from? Ow. How long did I live there? I think it was like 13 years. We used to get trick-or-treaters. We would get like over 100 trick-or-treaters every year. People would bring truckloads of them, those big flatbed trucks and vans, and they would all dump them out to go trick-or-treating. The thing was, I loved it. And I would give out the candy. And I would just basically stand at the door with the door open, because they would just up and down the driveway, up and down the driveway, up and down. I just loved it. It was so fun. And I have lived here for 8.5 years and never had a trick-or-treater at the apartment. It really was a sad change. The house we lived at before I was in Lehigh, we didn't get a lot of trick-or-treaters at that house. We'd get a few. That was okay. Then we got so many in Lehigh. Oh my goodness. Just, I mean, it was crowds and crowds and crowds, but I loved that because it just made it so much more fun. Drove the dog crazy. We had to put her in the bedroom because she'd bark and bark and bark and bark and bark at everybody. Every time somebody knock on the door, say trick or treat. So we were just like, had to put her in there with a bone to chew on or something. Sorry. Try to be quiet. But I loved that. Now, nobody comes here. Now, for a few years, my niece and nephew would come. They would bring them by. But they're all too old now. Their oldest one's 19. We got a 19, 17, and 2 of them are 15. So that's all a little too. And they're actually almost, their birthdays are here soon. So they're almost 16, 18, and 20. So they are, yeah, they're not into that anymore. Oh, and one of them is 30. She's almost 32. So she was even too old when I first was forced to move here, but it was fun while they were young, but now it's just me and the cats. Of course, they would come trick-or-treating if I got out the ham. But that's the same as every day. That's not special. They won't dress up. They're dressed as cats. Okay, so let's do that now. Doesn't look like she has contour on, but we'll just do a little bit, though. Let me do this little brush, and I use the foundation for contour. I also sometimes, haven't done it lately, just because I have this foundation here. I have at times also done the eyeshadow. Because it's really great as well. under the lip, make the lip look fuller. You live in an apartment, so the same, it's quiet. Yeah. Oh, hello, Heather. So I'm going to do your picture. This is the one you sent me, I think, wasn't it? I'm going to do this today. They even sent us one, one year, they sent us these little things you could put on your door. A little doorknob hanger that said, trick-or-treaters are welcome. I thought, oh, cool. I think that was the first year I was here. And nobody came. So I think in the building that I'm in, there's more buildings like down the street that they seem to have a lot more kids, and it's a bigger pool over there, so I think people picked that one if they have kids, probably. But I will say it's really nice and quiet here. But I hung that on my door. Nobody came. It will look great. Thank you. I'm going to see if the cats will let me. I'm going to see if somehow I can take a picture. I know they'll come eat the ham. I'm going to have to figure it out. Going to try. Going to try. If I can't do it, I can't. But hey, it's worth trying. So I got the hat. So I was on search for the Pointy Witch's hat. And everybody, well, it's because I didn't start looking for it till last week, because I didn't know I was going to do this. Or I'd have bought it early, or I would have ordered it. And Target had nothing. And I didn't even go into Walmart. But if you look online, they say they're out. Walmart had nothing. Walgreens had nothing. Dollar Tree had nothing. This is because it's so late. They're all gone if they ever had them. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Maybe I'm just not going to do that. I did find one in the Spirit Halloween store. It was all Halloween stuff. I found it Wednesday night when I went there after work. And I thought, oh, it was like $15. Which I thought, well, you know, it'll last for years. I guess I could go ahead and get it. And I went to go get in line. I couldn't find the end of the line. Oh, my word. They had, you know, the cashier, and then they had how the line weaves in and out like this. They had that for a ways. And then the line went from the end of that all the way to the back of the store. And then it went across the back of the store, and then it disappeared. I don't know where it went. You live on a street with 2 adult buildings, a church, and a community hall. Yeah, that's not going to get you a lot. So I looked at that line and thought, oh, my word, I'll be here an hour and a half, 2 hours to check out. No, I'm not going to stand in line for 2 hours. I'm sorry. Other people were, though. They only had a couple cashiers, 2 or 3 maybe. But, oh my words, what does everybody wait till Wednesday to do their Halloween shopping? Now, I normally don't, but like I said, I didn't know I was going to do this. And it was not like it was my actual Halloween costume. I ordered my Halloween costume in July. Yep, July. Make sure I could get it. And well, that's when I decided what I wanted to be. I have to decide what I want to be. And once I decided, I'm like, okay, let's get it now. That way I'll have it. And I won't be told, out of stock. It's not coming till December. Yeah, So I got all my stuff, but then I'm like, oh, I'm going to need a witch's hat for this. And I found one. I'm not going to wait in line. So I put it down. I went out and like, okay, well, maybe I'll go. Because it's only a mile down the street from work. And I thought, well, maybe I'll take a break at work and run down to the store in the morning. And maybe they won't have 50 people in line. Like, seriously, there had to be 50 people in line. And, oh, those people must have been miserable having to wait for that. So I went to work. And my boss, because we had already had, I went to work Thursday. We had our trunk or treat at work. So, you know, my boss was taking down some of her decorations that she used for her car. And she was a witch for her costume. Now you can do this look for Halloween. Yeah, I could. And so I saw she had this stack of these hats. She had, and it's a real flimsy little cheap hat, but hey, it was free. Free. So she had it. All a stack of them there, and she was just sticking them in a box to put them away, and I went, ha ha, thank you. So I got one of them, didn't cost me a dime. It's not as pretty as the one at the Spirit Halloween store, but that's okay. Maybe the day after Halloween, I'll run down there and see if they have anything, because they put everything like half price. They still have that hat. They had a bunch of them. We'll see. But they still have. If I can get down there before it's all bought up. then, you know, it might cost me $7, $7.50. That wouldn't be too bad. But otherwise, I just keep this one. Then I'll be able to do this makeup look anytime. That's what I'm saying. They will be. Monday, they will definitely be on sale. I think they put everything in the store on sale. If they have them left. That's the trick. Will they still have any? But they put everything in the store like half price. But you have to just see what they have left. They had a bunch of witches hats. So maybe they'll... I mean, not everybody was wanting that. So maybe they'll have it half price. If they still have them. It will be. And I can just get and keep it. Now that's good. But in the meantime, I have my little free one. I was so excited. And I'm like, oh, I don't even have to buy one. Yay. Because it works. It'll work. I think these, like, she took these and, like, hung them up on her, because, you know, inside her trunk or something, or laid them in her trunk. I don't know what she did. But she had them in her trunk. And there was like, man, she had like 10 of them. I'm like, well, I'm going to borrow one of these. My cat is tearing around. So I vacuumed and mopped my floors earlier today, and the cats are, especially Godiva, she's going nuts running on the floor. So I think they like it was like the floor clean. They're just going crazy. Running on the floor. So I'm not doing cooking tonight. I'll do cooking in the morning. Because my dessert, I usually do the dessert the night before. And I'm just using the other half of the cake I made last week. Because we only ate half. So now, I have the other half. Tomorrow. But I'll do the regular dinner cooking tomorrow. Should be pretty simple. Here we go. Good evening. Good evening if you are in the Eastern time zone. Good, I guess it would be afternoon if you were across the world. It does make it easy, yes. I was so excited. I'm like, oh, now I don't have to go back down because there still could have been a line. I don't know. Apparently, everybody waits to the last minute and then buys out the store. So I didn't have to wait in line. That was the worst part, was having to possibly wait in line. So I refilled my powder. Woohoo! So let's do my translucent powder. So this girl has some good bottom lashes. Woo! I don't. She does. Has some really good bottom lashes. Oh, that's okay. She's got a lot of eyeshadow down there. I'll put the eyeshadow on. So she has what looks like some light purple, dark purple in the corners, dark purple underneath, and white. She has like crystally white looking eyeshadow. So we're going to have to see what I can find. Everyone's looking on sale for candy and costume. Oh, yeah. Definitely for candy. Candy is expensive. Ooh. Of course, Publix has stuff buy one, get one free. But it's not always the kind you want. Hello, Godiva. You want to come see Mama? You looking for your other spring? I had to get, she's put all her little spring toys under this one, you know, like, it's like a table over here. I had to get them all out. And I still haven't found the blue one. I was looking for the blue one. I found like 5 more. I'm like, oh, there's where you put them all. She hides them. And then I'm like, where are all... there's like 20 springs around here somewhere. And then suddenly I'll open a cabinet or a sliding door and went, oh, look, there's 5. Okay. There's where they've been. I see. Well, I found 3 of them, I think, but not the blue one. I'm like, where's the blue one? I think I found 4, actually. Oh, I still don't know where that blue one is, so she's over here looking again. Where'd you put it, Godiva? I thought she had it under that table, and it's not there. But she hid it somewhere else. She's a good hider. Such a good hider. Aren't you, Godiva? Some of my powder, my color powder is, I'm almost out of it, so it's crumbling a little bit. I'm looking for my spray bottle. Oh, here it is. And then I spray it with alcohol, the crumbly pieces, and press it with a napkin. It'll stick back down. You can still use it, and it won't just fall apart. You just have to wait for the alcohol to evaporate, like tomorrow. And see, you just smash it back down. It'll stay there. Then you can use it with a brush again. It's not crumbly everywhere. Really cool trick. Repress it. Okay, now let's see. We probably need our purple. Where are you? Here you are. Blush. Actually I washed so much stuff today. I washed my whole little table cover here. Oh, it looks so nice and clean. Usually it just has powder on it. Okay, here's my brush. Godiva has given up running around and is now laying down. That's a good kitty. Godiva. Yeah, so maybe I don't know if they had some of the costumes on discount. Maybe they had marked some stuff down. I don't know. Could be. So maybe that's why everybody was there. They did mark the witches' hats down, but they weren't that expensive, so. Could have marked the costumes down, though. Alright, so let's let me see. Let's start with this one and do Cream Boat, where I'm almost out of this Cream Boat. Well, that's upside down. That was totally upside down. My Cream Boat, yes, it's all loose here. Need to repress that one too. It's almost out though. Alright, let's cover this with Cream Boat. So very quiet here. So we had cooler weather today. Oh, it was only like 79 degrees or 80 degrees or something. Oh, it was so nice. I think it's only going to be 80 tomorrow, which dropped about 10, 12 degrees. That's a big deal. Big deal in Fahrenheit. Okay. So we're going to do that. Now let's do our setting spray on my little palette. Do my brows. Now she doesn't have real big brows. Let's see. She has brown. My hair up here is just doing so crazy. Trying to get my hair to behave. It will not. It will not behave. Just floating away. There we go. The hardest time with this one over here. I think it's because of the angle it is. I get over to that outside part, it just looks terrible. Kind of is mucky over there. Okay, there we go. Well, I just want to get darker over there. Okay. So we'll live with that. Let's see now. I kept out, there it is. I know I kept this out. Oh, I want the other. My other concealer. You think they must be artificial lashes. See, I was wondering. I was wondering if they were artificial lashes under there too, because I don't know if anybody has lashes like that. They look thicker than her top lashes. I was wondering that too. They might be. Very true. Yeah, I did wonder that. When I saw them, I'm like, I don't know if that's real. Definitely not real on me. Okay, we'll cover that up over here. Okay, that's better. Put that away. Now, I think I'm going to go to the James Charles palette for the purple. Trying not to let this blow away. It was blowing. Because I got a fan on. Fan's blowing it everywhere. Okay, I need to put that back over there. Not working for me. There we go. Okay, so let's do... Where's my little brush? Oh, here it is. Need that brush, that brush, that brush, and all my brushes. Come on, stay in place now. Okay, so let's use this color here. One called Single. Oh, I can't get my paper to quit blowing. There. And we'll put this here. Start out with this color. Matches my shirt. How far over? Okay, we're going to go over pretty far. With the purple. Oh, quit that now. My hair is in the way. Okay. Oh, don't go over too far. Not too far. Gwynny jumped up on top of Godiva. Gwynny, what you doing? I wondered why she jumped so funny, because she jumped on top of where Godiva's at. And she's licking her. Don't lick her in that spot. She has a little scratched spot. She'll lick it raw. Okay, she quit. She's got like a little scab there, and she keeps licking it raw. It'll heal if you quit licking it. She thinks she's healing it. She's not. She's making it stay. Okay, there we go. Let's take our little brush here and blend. So I bought one of those mops called the Cedar mop that has a little spin, a bucket that you can, has a pedal on it, and you spin it dry. Oh, those are neat. I hadn't had one before. And then I took it over first thing and used it on my mom's house because she's not really able to do that much mopping or cleaning herself anymore. So I went over and mopped her whole condo yesterday. Then I mopped mine today. I'm done with mopping now. I am tired of mopping. And she doesn't really want me to do it because she feels like I'm already doing so much. And I do so much. And she's like, oh, I don't want you to overdo. I don't want you to do anymore. But she can't do it. Facebook is so weird. What is it doing? What's it doing to you? Do I get trick-or-treaters? No. I haven't in 8.5 years. I just saw where you said Facebook is weird. I didn't see anything before that. Nope. Except you brought candy home. But I don't get trick-or-treaters here. It's deathly quiet here. I mean, I like it quiet, but I would love to have some trick-or-treaters. But no, I don't have any family who have any candy. I'm a good daughter. I'm a tired daughter. Tired. Oh, I was about ready to cry today. I'm so exhausted. I don't have the energy to do this, though. I'm so tired. I was like, what am I going to do when I need help? I don't know. No idea. I guess I just won't have anything mopped or vacuumed when I can't do it anymore. Oh well, maybe God will give me some money. I can hire somebody. Okay. So shall we do first? Maybe I should do cut crease with it. Maybe I should do the dark purple first. Let's try the dark purple. I think about that all the time because I spend so much time helping my mother, and I'm like, who's going to do that for me? Didn't get to have any kids. I mean, who's going to do that for me? I don't know. I mean, I have nieces and nephews, but they have their own parents. I'd just be like another person that take care of. I mean, if you have your own 2 parents and your own spouse's 2 parents, man, that's plenty. That's even if they all live. That's all you want is a 5th person to have to take care of. Good evening. It's very discouraging. And God's got to give me the ability to do it my whole life, I guess. God, I'm going to have to be able to take care of myself till I'm 100. That's already too hard. It's already exhausts me. Oh, and then I have to work a job too. I'm going to get these in the corners. Oh, this purple is so pretty. Pretty. I mean, like, this seems like the only thing I do that I enjoy. That I have enough energy to do. I get to sit down. If I had to stand and do this, we wouldn't be doing it. Nope, wouldn't be doing it. Be doing it laying down on my bed. Put my camera on the ceiling and lay in the bed. There we go. Don't have the strength to sit up anymore. I'm 95. I'm trying to sell makeup and skincare. But we have Wednesday rather. Wednesdays are our first launch day. Excited. Get the stuff out. All right, now I guess we'll go ahead and blend this too, and then we'll do the white. See what we can make the white look like. Probably put some more dark on it. I wonder if I need, I probably need to use my purple. Let's see what that looks like on top of this. tomorrow's it. Tomorrow is Halloween. So I think I'm going to, for the month of November, I'm going to probably do some sort of a costume look that fits like with a Thanksgiving theme or something. Probably once a week, and just do my regular makeup the rest of the week. But the costume stuff is too much fun. It's too much fun to just like, 1 month, you're done, you have to stop. And I want to do some more. So I think I'm just going to. I'm going to do some more. So like maybe once a week, maybe on Saturday, I will do like a pumpkin and fall leaves, something like that. It's more of a costume sort of look. I could still do something, keep up with the fun. And then we could find some sort of fun stuff to do for Christmas too. I think it doesn't go down. It goes up. God will provide. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for him to provide some money. Or he will come back for us. Yeah, my mom says that all the time. God will come back and we'll go to heaven. And that could happen. But I don't know that 100% for sure because I don't know when he's coming. But it's possible. But I was praying today while I was vacuuming. And everything's falling down. The vacuuming is a struggle because my vacuum's falling apart. The hose has a crack in it, so I'm holding the hose with one hand. I'm moving stuff out of them, knocking stuff over everywhere. I ordered a new hose, though. I came when I was done, or where I'm like, I gotta find a part to fit this. Because, you know, it's just one of those hoses like this, and stretchy things, and it's cracked. And it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have air suction very good, so I have to hold the hose. And then I have to hold the vacuum. Yeah, it's not working. So I went to Amazon and found the part that fits it and ordered it. So maybe it won't be such a challenge next time. When I'm in the kitchen, I'm like, God, I need help. Human help. Like now. Like now. This is just too exhausting for me. So, but at least, like I said, maybe if I get that part. It won't be so hard. Hopefully it's easy to attach. They say it is. I usually can figure things out like that, so we'll see how it goes. Now, let's do this one. I mean, if I knew 100% he was coming back, it'd be like, I won't have to worry about anything. I won't be here. But yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Maybe we will. Okay, so I'm going to use this color. It is a shimmery white. This is a discontinued color. It is called BU. It's called BU. I don't know. It's named a weird name. I'm going to put that on. Because this is like the only shimmery white I have. Oh, let's use my setting spray too. So I know in Isaiah it tells you, and I love that verse where it says, oh, that's pretty. The Lord your maker is your husband. The Lord of hosts is his name. The Lord your maker is your husband. So I was telling my husband today, husband, God, Bible says you're my husband. Give me some help. Please. Give me some help. Just give me some money. I can hire somebody. I'll be okay with that too. It's what it says. He's your husband. My husband's not helping with the vacuuming at all. Or the mopping. I'm like, God, you're a good God, but you're not helping me vacuum at all. You're not helping me mop. You're not helping me clean. You're not helping me cook. Just like the other husband I had. You're not helping me physically a whole lot. So either send an angel down here Or send me somebody human. 'Cause I'd like some help. Right, thinking about that. I have done all of that work. I mean, like my whole adult life. And when I had a husband, he wouldn't help. Like, Lord, I want one that helps. I know men, it's hard to find men to do that. I want one that helps a little bit. Doesn't have to do it all. But what if I become decrepit or something? Then you're going to need to do it all. I guess it could just be dirty. Well, it'll just stay dirty. Oh, well. Uh-oh. I'm dropping stuff. Okay. Let's see. Do we use that? Do we use that? I think we need to use the matte one. Hers looks all matte. He is helping. He's giving you the health to do it now. But not very well. This felt like I was about to die. And it's not, it's like unless it gets stronger. My back hurts, my feet hurt, my arms hurt. I'm dizzy. I'm like, Lord, how much longer am I going to be able to do this by myself? All of this. I don't feel like I have this physical strength to do it very much. Like I'm too exhausted. I need more energy. There, it's darker. It's a little darker. So yeah, I still have the strength to do it, but for a very short period of time. Then I'm like, I gotta go lay down. Time to go lay down. I gotta go lay down. Ooh, purple. I want him to help more. More. I want more. Oh, I feel like I spend most of my time with, I pray for something, say like, God, give me the ability, the strength to do that, to do this, to do that, or whatever. And what I get, I'm always disappointed. I'm always disappointed. It's like, okay, well, that was just barely there, though. I kind of had higher expectations, what I was praying for. Kind of disappointed that it's not more. Is that just me? Maybe it's just me. Did I expect, God, am I expecting too much out of you? You say in the Bible, nothing is too hard for you. So I kind of expect a lot, and when I don't get but like a little teeny bit of what I prayed for, it's like, oh, thanks. Better than nothing, I guess. I sure was expecting a lot more than this, though. I'll say that about my whole life. Good. This is nice, God, but I was expecting a whole lot more. I was praying and believing for a whole lot more. You know, that stuff in the Bible that says He's able to give you exceedingly abundantly above all you ask or think. Whoa, that's a lot. Exceedingly abundantly above all we haven't even gotten to what I ask or think, let alone exceedingly abundantly above that. Can we just get to what I ask or think? We aren't even close to know exceedingly abundantly. And I know He has the power to do that, and it's in the Bible, and that's why I think I'm always disappointed. It's like, oh, God, you can do better than this. I know you can, because you do it for almost everybody else. And so I sit and I wait. And I still try to do what pleases him. It's very hard. And people say that, oh, it'll get better with time. No, it doesn't. It gets worse with time. It does not get better with time. Time will heal. No. They're lying. Or maybe time just gets to where you sort of can forget about it. That's about it. Does it heal? No. Does it get better? Nope. Maybe it does for other people. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I was praying today. Yep, while I was cleaning the whole day. Lord, is there something else I need to do? Do I need to do more for you? Have I not done enough? Have I not served you enough? You know, the Bible says, delight yourself in the Lord. He'll give you the desires of your heart. And I'm like, did I not delight myself in you enough? Have I failed that bad? I didn't delight myself in you enough. That you wouldn't give me even one desire in my heart? My whole life? Am I that bad? That I fail that bad? In delighting in you and obeying you and serving you. I didn't think I was failing that bad. Oh, where are the desires of my heart? I ask that a lot. I yet have to get an answer. I'm going to look like I have been punched in the eye. It's okay. Purple. So purple. This is kind of what she has, though. I'm like, Lord, if there's something else I need to do, more I haven't done, to please you, can you show me what it is? So I can get past this place? Because I sure seem to be stuck here. I mean, I know sometimes God puts you somewhere because He wants you there. He has you like, come on. Oh, it's like close to 10 years. They're getting a little ridiculous. Oh, yeah, He's with me. To never leave or forsake you. Yeah, that's true. It will be over and we'll spend eternity in complete peace, joy, and health. That's true. That'll also be true if I had some of my desires here. Would be true either way. I would get it. Yes, I know. All of that's coming. But I don't want to just have to wait for eternity to get anything. Then what am I here for? We will get all of that then. But the people that got their desires fulfilled will get all that too. Is it just that terrible that I want both? I want both. I want some happiness in this life too. I know it's short-lived, but I'm here for others. Yeah, but that doesn't give me, I mean, why can't anybody be here for me? It's like I'm just here to be used for other people. That's actually very discouraging to me that's all I'm good for. Is to just be used up for help others. I want to help others. I'm glad I can help others. But then all of the others are getting all this stuff but I don't, it's like I just get depleted. Because where are the people that are here to help the others that are helping me? They're not here. I didn't want to just be here just for others. I wanted that to be a part of it. I would like to enjoy something too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, good. I'm thrilled to help others. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. I love being a help and a blessing to others. I love that. But it's just like I give out and 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 I go home and collapse. And then I'm like, where's a person like me for me? That can, where are they? Yeah, somebody. How come I can't be one of the others for a change? That somebody's pouring into. Can I be an other for a while? I just feel like, if you have some contentment and happiness in your life, you'd be able to give so much more. Because you wouldn't have to fight discouragements. But of course, I know you get discouraged no matter what kind of life you have, though. Because we live in this world, you're going to have discouragement, but I think if I just had something to be happy about and to make me feel like this makes life worth living for me, that I wouldn't be I would care about giving to others. I wonder if that's going to stay. Let's try another little coat of that. So one of the verses in the Bible that I always liked was when Moses was born, and they hid him, but it was actually before Moses was born, when the Pharaoh told them to kill all the boy babies, and the midwives, they wouldn't do it. They're like, no, we're not doing it. And so they didn't do it. And so the king later figured out it wasn't being done, and he called them to his palace and said, how come you're not doing what I told you? How come you're not killing the babies? And they said, oh, the women are giving birth before we get there. We can't do it. And the Bible says, because they obeyed God rather than man, he gave them families of their own. I'm like, hello? Hello? Can I have that? Can I not have that? They got that. That's great. He even gave them families of their own in that dangerous time when they were trying to kill all the babies. They got families of their own because they were obeying God and giving out to others and saving the lives of the Israelites at that time. God gave them families of their own. I want that too. Can I not have that too? Where's mine? All right, let me see now. I think I'm going to clean this up a little bit because it's a little messy. It's a little messy. Do I want to use this? I think I want to use this. And that's one of the things, though, I guess I always struggle with is I know God could do better than this. And I feel so disappointed. And I'm like, is this the best you can do? Oh, sure, I'm healthy. I barely get by. I barely make enough money to pay my bills by myself. I get a raise at work. They raise my rent. So there, I get to pay them. I have enough food. I have a car that barely runs. You know, I know I'm thankful for all those things. But it's like, God, I just feel like you can do better than this. And I think there's been plenty of time. Plenty of time. You know, if I am supposed to be the bride of Christ, the Lord your maker is your husband. The Lord of hosts is his name. I'm living pretty pitiful for somebody that's in that position. I think I'm turning that lavender. That's okay. A little lavender. Well, that's all. It just gets weary the more time passes. It just gets weary that things don't really change. And I expected them to before now. And change for the better, I mean. Like change for the better. No more change for the bad. Okay. I don't know if I should try to put eyelashes under my eye. Would that look absolutely crazy if I put lashes under my eye? Right. Oh, and there went my TV. Just kicked itself offline. Bye-bye, TV. Cable went off. It'll reset. Ah! I dropped it. Ah! Oh, phooey. Get back here. I don't know if I can get it on here. Like, oh, it won't do right though. I would have to glue them. I would have to get the gluing kind. The magnet kind would be upside down. Oh, I have some somewhere. Let me put that back on here though. Would it be worth doing it? Even hunting for them? Or is that going to look crazy? It's going to look like I have a caterpillar on my eye. I can't even do it to tell. Where'd my eyelash thing go? Here it goes. Well, it doesn't want to even show me. Please. You're being really a nuisance. I think it'll just look black. I need some short little wispy ones. If I have any. I used to have short little wispy ones. Where would you be? Let's see, there's that. Oh, and I just threw those on the floor. Can't hold on to anything anymore. Okay. I need Dimmy Wispies that are not magnet. What is that? Oh, that's not Dimmy Wispies. What are these? Let's see what this one looks like. Ah! Come on, let go. Okay, there we go. Oh, Lordy. It's so dark. Well, let me try this one. Oh, the TV is going crazy. It's not resetting. It's flashing off and on, off and on, off and on. Okay. TV, what are you doing? Let me check this one. Oh man, I just ripped it in half. I think that's a little crazy, and that's a wispy one. Uh-oh. There he is. Drop that. I know it has to be hard. Oh, wait a minute. I did that. We read that. Whatsoever things are true, honest, just, pure. Oops. And lovely and a good report. Oh. It keeps jumping. Think on these things, those things which you have both learned and received and heard and seen in me do. The God, peace shall be with you. Yeah, I try to do that. But I will tell you that I'm done in 5 minutes. Think of whatever's good and true and honest. Okay, I'm done. It's very hard because when your life is pretty empty, you know, you can just think about God. But it is very hard not to look at gaping holes in your life, though. Very hard. It's just like if you had a big hole in the middle of your house, in the middle of your roof. And I said, well, just don't think about that. Just think about all the good stuff you have. So what if you have a big hole in your roof? Yeah, all you're thinking about is hole in your roof. You are. Because it's causing problems. You do, yeah. You love that verse. It is very nice. Think about it a lot. Tell your kids this is the one when they're down. Yeah, like I said, I can do that, but it's hard to do when you got a hole in your roof or something. Just to tell people, don't think about that. And I know if the Bible says it. For God to say, just think about the good things. I'm really thinking about the hole. I can think about the good things too. That hole's been there for 10 years. It's kind of hard to forget that hole. Okay. Now, let's do eyeliner under here. But it is a really good verse. I try to tell my mother that too, because she gets very, 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 very negative about everything. And that's also hard. Because I have to spend so much time with her. And she just complains about everything. And everything she ever talks about is the things that she remembers. Whenever she makes a comment, it's always the negative she thinks about. So I try to tell her that, but I mean, I struggle with it myself, and then to go over there and have to listen to her is so hard. Because it just like drags me down, and I don't think she can help it anymore. I don't think she's in control of what she says anymore. So it's like, I don't know that she could stop it. She just says whatever pops into her head. And everything reminds her of something negative. Even if there's good stuff about it, it reminds her of the negative. And that's all she says. So when I leave and come home, I am so mentally exhausted. And emotionally exhausted from being with her. I know it helps her, and I do it for her. But it drains me to the bone. That is really dark. That's why I say I think I need. It's hard to do that. But God comforts our hearts and minds. I try to do that. I don't feel very comforted though. Yeah, all the time. Hi, Karen, all the time. That's all she talks about anymore. She never used to be that way when I was young. And when she was younger, she never talked about she was not a negative person. But I just think I really do. I think she's no longer in control of what comes out of her mouth. And she just says the same stuff over and over. But I wouldn't mind being the same stuff over and over. But it's always whatever is bad. Any person you can mention, somebody that we talked about yesterday or somebody that we haven't talked about for 20 years, she has some comment about something bad. It could be somebody on TV. It could be anybody, anywhere. If she ever heard something bad, that's all she thinks about. Like there's this one preacher on TV. If I ever mention about, I liked this sermon here, what he said one time, she goes, oh, I don't like him. He said blah, blah, blah one time. That's all she ever says. Oh, I don't like him. He said this one time. And I'm like, is that the only thing you don't like is one sentence he said one time? Is that it? And so I told her something that he had said one time. And she goes, oh, well, that sounds better than the last time I heard him. When he said that whatever one negative thing. And I'm like, well, when was that? She goes, oh, it was like 20 years ago. I'm like, Mom, are you still upset about one sentence this preacher said 20 years ago? That's all she talks about. Is this one sentence she didn't like. I didn't like that. Well, we're never going to like everything everybody says. You just may not have taken it right. He probably didn't mean it the way you're taking it, but 20 years and you have only thought about this one thing he said 20 years ago? That's all she thinks. But that's like all she thinks about him is that one sentence she didn't like. But that's how she is about everybody. Everybody on TV. Everybody she crosses their path. Everybody in the family. Everybody. If there's one negative thing, that's all she thinks about. All I have to do is bring up one person or one subject and she's got the negative. And it's like, I am so exhausted. I wouldn't take away, because she tells me this is all I have to live for is you to come visit me. I'm like, yeah, I get that. I get that because I don't have that. So yeah, I get it. I couldn't take it away from her. If it kills me, I won't take it away from her. But I can't hardly take it. I guess I'm going to kill myself making her life better. But what else am I supposed to do? She would have done that for me if it was me. If the situation was reversed and I was an emotional, mental drain on her, she would still sacrifice herself to come be with me if she could. So I wouldn't take it away from her. Twice a week, I gotta go. And then when we drive down to go to see Dad at the nursing home, all the way down there, like half an hour or so down, an hour stuff back, that's all, oh, la, 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 la. Bad, 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 bad. Oh my goodness. I really don't think she knows it. Because if I ever say something to her, and I have a couple times just because I'm like, could take it no more. And she looks at me like she doesn't know what I'm talking about. Like she's totally shocked. And I'm like, she doesn't know what she's saying anymore. Really, she doesn't. Setting spray. So I just have to go and let her talk. But it's kind of like being a punching bag. She's not talking bad about me or anything. But it's just, when I struggle already to find the positive and to stay uplifted and to stay, it is hard. When I struggle so bad already to keep myself out of the pit, I go over there and all I get is I get drugged down. And like I said, she's not saying anything about me. And she just, from the minute I get there to it, it's so weird because she was always a quiet person. She would talk. She would not overly talk. But now she just, the minute you walk in the door, she's like, the whole time. I don't know how she breathes. Put on some happy music. Now or at Mom's? I have at Mom's. I have done that. I've sat down and played the piano for her, but then she never wants me to quit. Lets me do it again and again and again. It's just, like I say, then she gets all worked up into it. She gets all emotional. She cries. She goes, here. Oh, yeah, I put music on all the time. I try to do that all the time. Half the songs I have to turn off because I don't like them, though. But once in a while, I get the ones I really, really like. I have the music on now. I just don't have it on loud. Because if I have it on loud, Facebook will mute your video. It'll mute your video. Yeah, I leave music on a lot. especially if there's nothing on TV. Oh, or turn on the Christian music. I listen to it. I listen to it all the way in the car. I listen to it all the way back from home. You know, go to work, come home, all the time. All the time. I even put music on the way to Dad's, but Mom talks over it the whole time. You can't get her to listen to anything. She wants to. She reminds me of if she was a 4-year-old. Although her intelligence level is higher than that, but her talking is like a 4-year-old. So this is what happens if I take her a song. She loves Christian music. She loves songs. If I hear a new song, I think, oh, Mom will really be blessed by this. She will love this. I will take it for her to listen to. And I'm like, Mom, I have a song for you to listen to. She's like, oh, good. I can't wait. And so I'll get the song. I'm looking for my lash glue, which is here somewhere. When did I put it on last? But I will take her a song and I will start playing. And the minute the first sentence starts, she says, well, who is this? Is it a group? Is it a group or is it single people? Are they related? Are they from a college? How old are they? Where are they from? Did they write that song? Who wrote that song? Do you think that they're a family? Or who wrote the song? Did they write the song and the music? How many people are in that group? Is that a single singer? Is that a guy? Is that a woman? Who's singing that song? Who do you think they are? What's their name again? I don't know. But it's like she doesn't even hear the song. She wants to know every little detail. Change the conversation. I try to do that. Tell her you don't want to talk. I've been thinking about doing that. I've been thinking about saying, I don't want to talk about anything negative. More than 5 minutes. Then if she starts to know we are, I've been thinking about doing that. Change the conversation, but usually I can change the conversation, but then she'll have something negative about that too. Tell her I don't want to talk. I've been thinking about just saying that. I don't want to talk about negative stuff. So if we're going to talk about whatever, let's just talk about the positive. I've been thinking about just saying that and see if she can do it. I don't know if she can do it. But then what happens if I say something to her, she'll be like, well, I don't know anything else. I don't know anything good. That's all I know. That's all I know. Well, then I need her to not talk, I guess. But I have been thinking about, should I just say to her, I don't want to talk about anything negative. Should I try that? I don't want to hurt her feelings. But maybe if I explain to her what a drain it is for me. This almost looks like the hats on my head. There we go. Maybe if I explain to her what a drain it is to me, emotionally and mentally, to hear negative, maybe that's what I just need to do, is sit down and say, I can't emotionally take all this negative. And see if I can get her to stop. It's very hard to get her to stop once she gets talking about something. She gets on a story and she wants to finish the story. Because she'll say, I don't know if I told you this before. And she'll start blah, blah, blah. Like, Mom, yeah, you told me all that. And she'll say, oh, okay. And then blah, blah, blah. She'll finish it. I'm like, Mama, you told me that. And if I say to her, yeah, I've already heard it, but she wants to finish it. And the hardest thing for me is when she gets to talking about somebody in my former husband's family or somebody, either him or his grandmother. And she gets on that so much. She did this yesterday about his grandmother. And when his grandmother died and how God showed her that an angel was coming to take her to heaven. That's all great. That's all great. I'm so thrilled. But it just makes me think about him. And it makes me sad. And it makes me depressed because it just makes me think about him. And I don't want to sit the rest of the day and think about him again. And so she will get off on that so often, though, and just like, oh, and God showed me an angel came down to escort her to heaven when she died. And I'm like, Mom, I know. I know. It's been about 25 years ago or more. Please don't go through it again. She wants to go through every little, it's like she's a tape recorder. She wants every little word. She wants to go through it all again. And I'm like, please don't tell me again. Please, but then she'll tell me, well, you're the only person I have to tell. You're the only person I have to tell. But I don't need to hear it again. I can't let her do that. I know. I think I'm gonna try. Because that's the only thing I haven't done, and I have thought about it many times, is I haven't just straight up said, I want to spend the day today and hear nothing negative. Unless it's some new information that we need to know, that's okay. But I would rather not go over the old story negative stuff. I may try that and see. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I cannot find my glue. Let me see if it's in my purse. I mean, not my glue. My liner. Hold on. But then she'll get, when she talks about his grandmother, she will get to where then it makes her remember the time she was praying for my husband for something. Oh, I remember when I prayed for this and when we prayed for that. And she just will go on and on and on about it. And I don't want to hear about it. I already know. But I don't want to think about it again. It gives me nightmares. I don't know that she realizes that. It gives me bad dreams that he's coming back. But I don't think, the other thing is I'm not sure she'll remember. I may tell her. And next week, she'll forget. I may have to tell her again. But you know what? I think I'm going to try it. Because I think if she knew how detrimental it was to me, she would try not to do it. Maybe. I know she does not want to do anything to hurt me. She's just oblivious to it. That it does. But then sometimes she'll say, oh, I know you don't want me to hear me talk about your husband, but, and then she'll finish the story. And I'm like, yeah, I don't, but you still are doing it. You still are doing it. I think I'm going to try it. Like I said, I just don't want to hurt her. That's why I've never said anything, because I don't want to hurt her. And then she'll be all pitiful. I don't have anybody else to talk to. Oh yeah, join the club. And I feel like she just needs somebody to dump all this stuff on. And it's me. Because she has high anxiety now. She never did. I don't know if it's from medical condition she has, medication that she's on. I don't know what's causing it. Because she never had high anxiety. Oh, she is. She is lonely. But the problem is she's kind of... Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to tell her. I'm going to have to tell her. I just don't want to hurt her. Just tell her and stop her when she starts. It's not mean. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm just going to have to start telling her. Maybe it'll help it. Because like I said, if she knew how bad it affected me, I think maybe that would be the thing that would get her to stop. But I don't want her crying and upset because she knows she's hurting me. Because I know she just do it on purpose. But she's lonely, but the problem is she's always been very introverted, almost to the point of being a recluse. And she has really, the only people she really wants to be around are her kids. Her family. She just wants to be around her family. So, my mother-in-law, when my mother-in-law was alive, she lived to 94, I think. She always had friends. She was widowed when she was probably 70. And so she lived another 24 years, and she always had, now she was lonely, but man, when we would go visit, she was on the phone with her friends. She was going, oh, I'm going out to dinner with my friends, going to lunch today. Okay. Which we were good with that. We didn't care. She didn't have to be with us every second. But she was so active. She would do stuff all the time. A medication tribute. Oh, I believe so. She has neuropathy. And probably undiagnosed, but probably fibromyalgia. She definitely has neuropathy, and she's in pain all the time. She has issues with discs in her back. She is in pain all the time, so she is on a lot. Well, I'm missing. Here we go. Tell her it's upsetting for you. Let's talk about the grands. Or other day-to-day stuff. What about reading the Bible together? Well, we could try reading the Bible together. The thing about it, again, is she won't ever want to stop. But there would be an improvement. There would be an improvement if maybe I could read some of the Bible to her or something. I do play my video for her, my ministry live for her. She just like lives for that. That's what she lives for, is for me to play that ministry live for her. One of the reasons I do it, because it's like, that's like giving her life. It's not wrong to tell her to stop doing hurtful things. Whether she knows she's doing it or not, she will be okay. It doesn't have to be serious, deep conversation. Just be firm and assure her. As you say, I think I think I'm going to have to try it. I think I'm going to have to. Either that or it's just going to kill me. And then she'd be upset if she knew that it was that detrimental. But I just think I don't want her then to have to bottle everything up. So then because she will call me and go, oh, I'm very upset. And it just, the littlest thing happens. And she gets very, 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 very upset. And then she wants to moan. And the problem is like, what was it she was upset about the other day? Something wasn't working with the car. And my brother fixed it, which is good. But it's like she calls me. I'm like, Mom, I can't fix cars. I don't know how to fix a car. I don't know what's wrong with the car. I can't do that. And it didn't end up being a big thing. And my brother figured out what was wrong. And he's not even a car fix person, but he saw what was wrong. But she calls me because she knows I'll answer the phone. And then whatever's upsetting her, she likes to call me at work sometime. And I told her, she calls me at home. But I'm wondering if she's not able, if she gets to the point where she's not able to stop herself. I think she can right now. I gotta draw a little star on here. I wonder if I can do that. I wish I had a little sticker. I don't know if this is even gonna look like a star. Well, it kinda does. But see, then if she doesn't have an outlet for it anymore, it is difficult with the health issues. And I'm not sure it doesn't have something to do with mental issues. Due to aging. So am I asking her to do something that in her condition is going to be too hard for her? I mean, if she can't dump all this negative stuff, who's she going to tell? Uh-oh, I got a fat part. Support person that could come in to visit. She doesn't really like other people. I mean, it would be nice, but she has always been almost a recluse and just wants her family around her. If it was a stranger, and so she worries about everything. So she will have, oh, that's kind of a cool looking star. She will have, she lives in a condo. They rent. So it isn't even anything she has to pay for. So, the toilets were leaking. I mean, just where you need to replace a valve and a plunger or something. It just, they were leaking into the toilet. The tank was leaking into the toilet part. So both of our toilets needed little replacement parts. No big deal at all. I even replaced the little flapper part, but apparently that wasn't the only issue. And it was something that more had to be replaced that I couldn't do. Well, she gets, she's got to call the repair people. She's got to call the office at the condo. They will send the maintenance guy to come fix it. Oh, I don't want them in here. I don't want them in here. They'll come in the morning. I can't get up in the morning. They'll come in the morning. I said, tell them to come in the afternoon. Oh, well, I tell them that, but they don't come. They come in the morning. And then he's not wearing a mask. I said, tell him to wear a mask. I don't know if I want people coming in here during COVID. So she worries about everything. Everything. You're right. Okay, so that's a good idea. Tell her it could be a 5 or 10 minutes. That's a good idea. She definitely has room to talk about concerns. That's a good idea. Tell her all the negative stuff, you got 5 or 10 minutes. I wonder if I can do that. That's a good idea. give it a time limit rather than not let her talk at all. Because then what she does, every time she gets really upset about something to the point where she calls me, which really isn't very often, at least not yet. But when she calls with all these concerns and, oh, I'm so upset. When I hear that, I'm like, oh, Lord, what now? So after she calls, she'll tell me, thank you for letting me talk to you. I know you can't do anything about it, but I just feel so much better being able to get all this off my chest. I feel so much better. And I think, yeah, but I don't know. Because when she hangs up, I have nobody to, now I'm carrying it. And I have nobody to, like, help me. Like, okay, now I've got all this negativity. I need somebody to share it with, and I ain't nobody here. Because, you know, most people have a spouse that they could talk to and say, oh, my mother just called and she said this and this and that and that. The spouse could say, oh, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. We'll take care of it. You know, you just have somebody to comfort you when you just got all that dumped on you. So instead, she feels so much better and I feel terrible. Because now I'm carrying all the stress. It's like she vomits anxiety on you. Little things become big things when you're anxious. Yes, and she needs to vent her fears. I agree. So I agree. She needs to get it out of her system. She worries about, and like I said, she was never like this, so I really think it's just old age or something. I don't know. Or whatever is happening. Like I say, it could be the medication. It could be her pain that she's in, chronic pain. She is so stubborn now. She was never like this. That you can't hardly tell her to do anything. If she doesn't want to do it, she's not going to do it. You can't make her do it. It's like, man, she was never like this. I thought my dad was the stubborn one. Oh, not anymore. Give her a few minutes to vent and then share some good things. Well, I got to come up with some good things. I need a list. That's your problem. Good things. Oh, what good things? Oh, I have a hard time thinking about good things. But even good, if I share good things with her, she worries about things that shouldn't, like, a friend of mine at work had a daughter a few years ago that was going to homecoming, and she had a dress that she had ordered. It was beautiful. It's a real full skirt. I'm trying to make this a dot, and I'm making it a big smudge. But her daughter was a short little 5-foot thing, and the dress was for a tall person. And the mother is, because this is like a formal dress, and she's like, I'm so scared to, the mother is the one that's my friend. She's like, I'm scared to try to sew it. I'm not that much of a sewer. I'm so afraid I'll ruin it. She said, would you hem it for, and this woman has done all kind of stuff for me. We used to, she doesn't live in Fort Myers anymore, but when she did, we'd go to the movies all the time together. She'd buy my ticket. I'm like, you don't have to do that. No. She'd buy my ticket. She paid for my lunch a couple times. So this woman, I feel like she doesn't need to pay me because she's paid me. So but see, Mom doesn't know all of that stuff. And she saw this dress because she happened to come over here. And I hadn't done it yet. And it was laying on the back of my couch. And she's like, oh, what is that pretty dress? So I told her it belonged to my friend's daughter, told her all this. And I'm hemming it for her. And I actually love to sew. It is aging. I love to sew. And so I'm like, yeah, I would love to hem it. And so she, although I don't really have all that much time to just sew and sew and sew and sew. I wish I did, but I was like, I haven't sewn in a while yet. So it was, a formal dress. So I wasn't doing it on the machine either because I wanted to do like this blind stitch. I don't have a fancy machine. It's just a plain basic machine. So I'll just do it by hand. So I sat on the couch, and so I told her I was hemming. She goes, oh, that's an awfully big skirt. And I'm like, oh, it's no big deal. It doesn't have to have it for a week. I got plenty of time. It also had an underskirt. Thank goodness she didn't realize that, because I had to hem that too. So seriously, I sat on the couch like this, watching TV. You know, it's therapeutic. It's like relaxing. I'm like, ah, da, 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 sewing. So about 3 days later, Mom calls me and like, how are you? How are you doing? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, fine. Why? I just wanted to know if you got done sewing that dress. Yeah. I did like half of it Saturday and the other half Sunday, and I was done. I sure did. Oh, I'm so glad you're done. I'm like, why? She goes, I've been so worried. I've been so worried about you sewing that dress. I'm like, and I'm thinking, what is she worried? I'm going to prick myself with a needle? What is she worried about? I'm like, what you been worried? You didn't think I could do it, Mom? You know I can sew. You know I've been able to sew since I was like 10, right? You know I can sew. And she's like, no, you work hard all day and then you had to come home and sew. I'm like, no, Mom, I did it on the weekend. Oh, did you work hard all week and then you had to do all that extra work? I'm like, I don't really look at it as work. I like it. I enjoyed it. Now, would I want to do that all day, every day? No. But it wasn't that much and I enjoyed doing it. Well, did she ask you to hem anything else? And I'm like, no. And like, this is where I think she thinks she's taking advantage of me. Like I said, she's not taking advantage of me. I could have sewed several more dresses to pay her back for all the time she bought something for me. But even if she hadn't, I did it because I cared about her. But oh, she's so worried. And I'm like, I'm sitting on the couch doing this. You're worried about that? Like, Mom, no, it's relaxing. I enjoy it. Mom used to knit and crochet. And she used to tell me that she liked crocheting. That she would crochet because it relaxed her. I'm like, Mom, don't you remember when you used to crochet and how you liked it because it relaxed you? She would crochet. Nobody needed anything. She'd just crochet for fun. I'm like, don't you remember that? She's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, this is the same thing. I enjoyed it. But she is worried herself. She created more worry. She had worried herself silly because I was hemming a dress. And I'm like, that wasn't something I was thinking you'd be worried about. That's what I'm saying. I can share stuff with her. She'll find something that worries about it. I'm afraid to tell her stuff. Like, oh, she's going to find something to worry about. And she was never a worrier. I really think she can't control it. I think it's something attacking her, not something she's doing. She told me one time she was going to ask the doctor, because she has some anti-anxiety medicine. She only takes it at night. And she said, I'm going to ask the doctor for some more anti-anxiety medicine. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So she went to the doctor she had at the time and said, I've been so anxious. I'm wondering if I need some more anti-anxiety medication. Because I think that one's only supposed to be at night because it makes her sleepy. And I'm not sure the doctor got the message of just how anxious she is or something. Because she said, when she got done, I said, what'd the doctor say about anxiety? And she said, he looked at all my chart and he says, oh, you're already taking so much. I hate to give you more medicine. So she didn't get any. I'm like, I probably can only share fantastic things. Yeah, but nothing fantastic happened. What would that be? Fantastic things. What fantastic things happen? Nothing to me. That's kind of the issue. She loves to hear about the cats. I'll tell her everything. I tell her everything the cats did. Everything the cat... I don't take very long. And she gets worried because she thinks I'm not having a vacation from work. And the thing is, I don't tell her when I have vacation from work. Because when I have vacation from work, she calls and calls and calls and calls and calls and calls all day. And she is what I need a vacation from. So I don't tell her. Other than I'll tell her when I'm done. Oh, I had vacation last week. Hi, Aunt Vivi, are you there? Ah. So today, you all have been my therapy session. Thank you so much. And I think I have some good ideas I am going to try. Maybe talk about the good memories you have with her or growing up years. I could try that. I have to be careful about going back too far if she starts talking about her childhood and her alcoholic parents. And that gets, oh. And the thing about it is, that upsets her. It upsets her, so it's like, it's so easy for her to just go to whatever's negative. But yeah, I'm going to try. Like I said, I thought about it for quite a while. Of saying to her, Mom, I want to do something different today. I want to have a day where we don't talk about anything negative. Not that we can't ever talk about it again. I wonder if she could make it through one day and not say one negative thing. And then if we go to the nursing home and Dad's having a bad day, she gets so upset. Which I don't blame her. He's usually not having a bad day, but once in a while he's not feeling good. Or he's real confused, he's not having a good day. And then she gets so upset and she's crying and wailing about it. And then she's like, oh, I know this is really upsetting you too. And I'm like, it's really not. I mean, yes, I'm sad about it, but it's not upsetting me like it's upsetting her. I know it's really hard for her to go see him in so many ways. You can do crafts with her. Well, but the thing is, I don't know if she physically could. Because everything hurts. That's why she doesn't crochet anymore. She can't hardly do anything that doesn't hurt. She used to love to put together puzzles, but she can't do it because it hurts her back. She has a Kindle that has puzzles on it. Like, you can download. So she does like virtual puzzles. She loves that. But she's like done them all. I don't really know that she likes crafts. But that's also part of the problem. She wants to do everything. She doesn't feel like doing anything. Maybe I should bring you along and let you meet her one day, though. Even if you don't do anything. Oh, you actually have met her. You have met her. You met her at church when she came for something. Did she came to watch the Christmas thing? She loves your son singing, so you have met her. It is chronic illness. It is, and it's challenging. And I mean, there's nothing much. You can't really do much to help. Yeah, you have met her before. That's right. Well, if you have a day off on a Friday, I go every Friday. I also go Sunday, of course, that we go to the nursing home, but if you want to come and visit one Friday, she will probably be fantastic because she probably won't have anything negative to say to you. She will tell you how wonderful your son is again because it will trigger that memory. And even if you just come to visit, that would help an awful lot. But I usually go get groceries. Buy her Culver's because she loves Culver's. She loves hamburger. And then I go sit and visit with her. She would actually probably like that. Give her somebody to talk to. Somebody else to talk to. And she loves to talk about God. She's very spiritually minded. She didn't become a Christian until she was 34 or something like that. But she's a strong Christian. She's a strong prayer warrior. I still feel like I look like that hat's almost on my head. I think I'm done. Let's put on some hair. I wonder if I can put that hat on a wig. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, every Friday. Whenever Friday you are free. I usually, like I say, I'll go to the grocery. I only go to the grocery store every other Friday. So this Friday, I will be going to the grocery store. You don't have to go to the grocery store. I will go to the grocery store. I will go to... Oh, she's got to have McDonald's coffee. I will go to McDonald's coffee. I will go to the grocery store. Then we will go to Culver's. And then I will probably would be there like at 5 o'clock or something. But I don't know if that's when is a good time for you. But that's usually the days I don't go to the grocery store. I'm usually there about 4. I'm usually there at 5 or so. I think that would, that might brighten her spirits a little bit to have somebody else there with me. You're leaving for Kentucky tomorrow in a few weeks. Oh, yeah. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. She needs more people in her life to stop in for quick visits. I think so, but, you know, it would have to be where it didn't cause her anxiety. It had to be somebody she wanted to see. Because she'd be so worried. What if they come in the morning? What if I'm not dressed? What if I'm not ready? What if and I'm asleep? Because she doesn't sleep at night because she's in pain. So she doesn't fall asleep until it's almost morning. Then she sleeps through the morning. She doesn't get up till afternoon. So it'd have to be... I mean, all of that, though, you can just tell people that. But she still worries about it. That's what she worries about, the repair people. What if they come in the morning and I'm not awake? I'll tell them to come in the afternoon. Well, I do, but they don't always do that. So it's hard to get her to not worry, but maybe we could do it. She can't go to church anymore. She's in too much pain. The last time she tried to go to church with me, the music was too loud, and it's so loud it vibrates the building, and it jars her bones. It hurts. The air is too cold, so it hurts her. It hurts too bad. She's in too much pain. Plus, then that's the day we go see Dad. So she wouldn't be able to go to church and then go see Dad. It takes all her energy, every single ounce of it, to be able to just let me drive and sit in the car. She just sits in the car for me to go drive her to Dad's. And that is all she can physically handle. So if she went, she would love to go to church. But she doesn't have the strength or the stamina with pain to do it. Like she's tried a couple of times to go with me, but she couldn't go to morning church, and there isn't evening church because she can't get up in the morning because she hasn't slept all night. So she'd have to be something in the evening, and we don't have night church. But even if we had night church, she can't take the loud, she can't take the cold, it's just everything hurts her. Everything. It's so, she's almost just shut in. She would love to go to church, but she can't take it. And I think that's what's so hard is she can't hardly do anything. Anything that she would want to do, you know, she can't hardly do it. If one of the kids or something has some sort of a program in church, she will force herself to go, but it just like then she's like bedridden for 3 days because of the pain. And she can't function for 3 days. Takes her that. That's why I think it's like something like fibromyalgia, because the more exertion she puts out, the worse she hurts. But she wants to be a part of everything. And then her priority is getting to go see Dad. And she doesn't, you know, she can't use up her energy and then not get to go see him. And this is moving. Let me get my bobby pins. So I try to make it better. I know she tells me she just lives all week long waiting for me to come visit her. And it's just, you know, it gives her, she looks forward to it. So I have to go. She tells me once in a while, you know, if you ever want to take a day off, you can take it. I can't do that. I can't do it. I know what it's like to live and think, nobody's coming. Ever. I can't do it to her. That's like, to me, the worst life to put somebody through. I couldn't do that to my mother. So I go, whether I want to or not. And I do want to because I love her. It's just challenging. But I think if somebody new goes to talk to her, they probably wouldn't even know it. You probably wouldn't even pick up on it. You probably wouldn't think, well, she's not negative. Because she probably wouldn't be. Because, you know, she'll think of something to talk to you that's not, probably. Oh, we are missing. I think she does. Oh, I definitely think she does have fibro. Can you stop? Can you stop by at 4? She would probably be up at 4. Could someone from the church visit her? She doesn't know any of them. The church that we go to now, she's been to it like once. She doesn't know anybody. So I guess they could, but then to be a stranger. And she doesn't do good with that. And I don't know that that would really do that much for her because who she wants is her family. She wants the people that she knows. And I guess she could get to know new people, but she's never really been a people person. She's always been like really backward and really shy. And I'm looking for this. Ah! I'm dropping everything. This pendant. She's familiar with me, and yeah, and she loves me. And she trusts me. It is misery. Yeah, I really think that's what she's got. Although they've never really, I don't know why they haven't diagnosed her with it. But they haven't. But yeah, any exertion that she has, that's why I think that's what it is. Anything that she does, she hurts worse. Because, you know, they're like, well, we need to send you to physical therapy. That was years ago. She tried it. She's like, it hurts worse. It's not helping me. I hurt worse. And she's always been an active person. That's what's hard on her as well. It's hard on her emotionally as well. Because she's never been a sedentary person. I'm a person to lay on the couch and read a book. She never has been. She likes to read. But I lay on the couch and read a book and I'm good. But she liked to be outdoors. She liked to be working in the garden. She liked to mow the grass and do the weed eater and play it. She's an outdoor person. And she can't do it now. She can't do anything now. Here eels. I'm knocking this all over the place. Here, let me get on my little pointy hat. I don't think you're going to see it. It's going to be up too high. It's way up there somewhere. Yeah, it is hard. And it's like there's not much they can do with it. I need more family stopping by. Yeah, how do I make them do that? How do you make them do that? Yeah, she needs my brother and sister to go by, but they don't. But they don't. My brother will go by to pick up the mail to pay the bills, because he does all the bookwork and stuff. And if she needs something, like, you know, she needs new batteries in the fire, you know, alarms, and she needs the filter on the air conditioner changed. She needs new light bulbs put in. You know, he'll do all that stuff. Something fixed with the car, he'll check that. But he doesn't just go, nobody but me just goes by to talk with her. And I don't know why they won't do it. They're so busy. They're so busy, but it's killing her. I don't know that they really realize that, but it's too hard. It's just so hard. Nobody else wants to be drained. Maybe. This will not stay on here. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my eyeliner on here. Because this is Cheapo Depot Wet and Wild. And it's real pretty. It's really black. And it will not stay on my waterline. It chips off. If my brother and sister would go see her, I think she'd be so much happier. Not to do something, but to just go talk. Well, you don't talk to her. You go listen to her. She used to tell me all the time when Dad was still home, your dad's never listening to me. Never listens to me. I understand why. First of all, he had Alzheimer's. And she jumps from subject to subject to subject to subject. Jump, 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 jump. Alzheimer's patient can't do that. You can't jump subject that fast. They're like, what? Huh? What? It's chipping off. He can't think that fast anymore. He can't switch. His mind don't switch. And I've told her that, Mom, he can't jump subjects like that. Her mind is now sped up. I say she's like a toddler. Have you ever had a toddler? They just, when they first learn to really talk, and they just, and you get where you don't, hi kids, you don't listen to them. I mean, you are. You're listening to them. But if they've been doing it for 2 hours straight, you got to think about something else once in a while. And then they're just, that's like what visiting her is like. 2 or 3 hours, non-stop. And I'm like, I get why she used to say Dad wasn't listening to everything she said. Because first of all, his brain didn't have the capacity anymore. But neither does mine. And mine's fine. She just doesn't stop. She just doesn't stop. And a toddler, even though it's a cute and it's adorable and you love it when you have that little toddler, but it can be exhausting when they never quit talking for hours and hours and hours. And when it's your 85-year-old mother, and you know she's just saying all the stuff she said last time. Aging it sure is. It's just, my brain particularly has an issue with repetition. I can't help it. That's why I don't like songs that repeat the same line over and over and over and over and over. Over and over and over, over and over. Oh, I can't. Oh, my brain it shuts off. It's like a broken record. It's like, come on, give me a complete sentence. And if the song just repeats the same phrase 45 times, my brain totally shuts it off. I can't force it to pay attention. I can't. And I don't do good with repetition of just da 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 da. About 3 or 4 times, my brain it just shuts down. No more repetition. I've heard that. And that's all she is now, is repetition. And so after 15, 20 minutes, my brain is like, I'm done here. And it's like I almost can't force it. I almost can't force it back. Like, how is she talking now? I only have to know the subject to know everything you're going to say. Same stuff. But I still go. And I'm going tomorrow. So tell me something good we can talk about tomorrow. What's something good I can talk about tomorrow? The thing is, I can think of something good. It'll last about 2 minutes. Oh. I took this back off. I still have to keep scrolling. There we go, some more comments. Oh, it's not showing me comments unless I scroll off. And thank you, great look. I think she is childlike now. I mean, she definitely still has her intelligence. She's like a smart 4-year-old. Repetitiveness is hard to handle for many. Very. Ta-da! Is that what you're saying? Ta-da! Looks good. Thank you. I'm just not blonde. Oh, the stars are pretty cute. Now, will the cats let me take a picture? I'm going to see if my new little ring light, I still haven't opened it. If my new little ring light, I'm trying to get that to lay flat. There we go. Will let me set it up and take a picture. So I'm going to try. So let's read our devotion. Let's see what our devotion. Let's see if our devotion is helpful today. Bring your makeup. Maybe do a makeover. She despises makeup. She's never worn makeup in her life. Hates it all. She doesn't care if I wear it. She does not like. She's not girly. She's not a girly girl. She's sporty. She doesn't like her hair fixed. She doesn't like makeup. And bring my lotions and rub her hands. I guess I could do that, except she'll probably say it hurts. But I could try that. I could try it. All right, let's see what we have here. I don't know if she'll have medicine on her hands. Sometimes she puts medicine on them. Be gentle. Yeah, I would have to do that. But I know she may have medication on it. I'll have to check and see. All right. Today is October 30th. Jeremiah 8:22. Is there no balm in Gilead? I need some. Is there no physician there? So why has the healing of my dear people not come about? Good question. You have a good day too, Kez. You got to go back to work. All right. I hope you're managing that okay. You're not killing yourself, right? You're not hurting too bad. Get some good work done. Earn some good money. Oh, Gwenny's ready. Gwenny's ready for food. She's sitting over here in position. So I sometimes ask people to take a look back at both the positives and negatives in their heritage. Okay, I did not plan this. I didn't look at this ahead. I did not. I sometimes ask people to take a look back at both the positives and negatives in their heritage, not to argue genetics versus environment, but to help them be loosed from anything hindering their lives with Christ. Now I need to read this one to Mom. A wigs to try on? Nope, she'd hate it. She doesn't like wigs. She'd hate it. She has some issue on her head that spots of her head hurt. She thinks it's all nerves, all the neuropathy, nerve endings, nerve things. She wouldn't like the wigs. I would. She wouldn't like it. She likes them on me, but she's told me she wouldn't like it. But there's not a whole lot she likes. That I do. I am nothing like her. Maybe, in some ways, she's a very caring, compassionate, loving person. I'm like that, but she was sporty. She liked fixing cars, working in the yard. Yeah, she could fix cars. She could when she was a kid, she'd take apart her bicycle, put it back together. She was like very mechanical, very sporty, doesn't like dressy shoes, likes to wear pants. Do a wig show with you. Oh, I could do that. I suppose I could do that. She would just jabber off talking about other stuff in the middle of them. We wouldn't do any help. Well, I could try. I don't know if she's seen most of them all now, though. She probably has. The one that she likes the best is the one I have that's really, 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 really short. Really, really short. And she's like, oh, I like that wig. She goes, that wig is sexy. I'm like, well, probably women think it's sexy. Men don't. Men like long hair. They don't like short hair. All right. Our enemy knows that issues left in shrouds of secrecy never get exposed to the healing light of God. You may recognize some ancient ruins in generations of your family, but thank God that although you cannot change the past, He can help you change what you're doing with it. And the changes He makes in you in the present can certainly change your future. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, maybe I should take and read that one to her. She told me she's gone back. She was reading all kinds of, and then do a wig show with you. I suppose I could. I'd be so exhausted. That's just more work for me to do. That's the problem. I'm like, oh, I have to take them all over there. I have to put them all on. Sounds exhausting. But I guess it's something I could do. I need something that entertains her, that lets me just sit there and rest. Because I don't ever get to just sit there and rest. I gotta sit there and pay attention. Okay, there we go. There is our look. I hope you enjoyed this. And I sure enjoyed all of the help today. Thank you so much. I do think I'm gonna try saying something. Lord, help me, please do that. Please help me do that. Help me do it the right way. Let's not be negative today. I don't know that she realizes like 90% of what she says is negative. I don't think she knows it. She seriously just says whatever pops into her head comes out her mouth. That's what I figured out one day what was happening. Whatever pops into her head, she just says. Because everybody has all kind of thoughts pop into your head all the time. You will see something, think of something. You have all kind of random thoughts pop through your head. But you will filter what you say, though. You don't say every thought that pops into your head. You might see something and say, oh, that is the ugliest thing I've ever, but you won't say that. But she'll say that. And she didn't used to. But I figured out one day, she's not filtering. I don't think her brain filter works anymore. And she's not a bad language person. She doesn't say bad language. She doesn't say bad things, because she didn't ever do that. But she just says everything. Everything. It's like you are just hearing her thoughts as they come, I think is what it is. She's verbalizing every thought she has. And it just all this random stuff. Whatever pops in her head, she says it. And it's exhausting. Have you ever heard that saying that people say? There's some saying that says something about, if you were inside of my head. I forget what there's some quote about if you knew the thoughts I didn't say. Or something like that. People make comments about what I say, but if you knew all the stuff in my head I didn't say. Okay, if she doesn't have stuff in her head she doesn't say, I don't think. At all. Ever. Anymore. And it's exhausting. So tomorrow, I'm going to see how tomorrow goes. Gotta see. But it's been this way, it's been almost 9 years since I've really been spending this much time with her, since I've been alone. And so, I lived in Lehigh before. She had moved here, and she had Dad with her before. He got the full onslaught of all her talking before. Although she would still do it to everybody else. But now he's not there, and she doesn't. And the thing is, she will tell me, I try to call my niece, I try to call my daughter, I try to call my sister, she tries to call people, and she's like, they won't answer the phone, and they won't call me back. I don't think they want to talk to me anymore. And she'll say, this one call, that one, and they don't want to talk to me. She thinks nobody wants to talk to her. Like my one cousin would talk to her all the time, and now anytime I call, she never answers the phone, and she won't call me back. I don't think she wants to hear me anymore. I think she knows. She talks and talks. I think she's kind of catching on that she knows she's talking too much. But she thinks it's just because she's lonely. You have a good night too, Karen. Put them all on me. Oh yeah, put them all on me. All the food, all the hair, you're going to be busy. Exactly. That's one thing. I don't have that much energy. I don't have that much energy. That's the problem. She is letting the negative escape, and she has nothing else to occupy her mind. Nothing else and nobody else. The things, she just gets off on these things that should be helping her, then she turns them off. So one of the things my sister did is she signed her up for library books. Maybe ask her why she would think they didn't want to talk with her. Because they don't answer the phone and they don't call her back. They don't answer when I call, and they don't call me back because she leaves a message. They never call me back. And the one that was my cousin, she used to call me back all the time. Now she doesn't call me back anymore. So that's why, because they don't. And anytime she calls her one daughter, she'll say, "Oh, I'm busy, busy, busy." She goes, all she says when she answers now is, "I'm busy, busy, busy." Like she says, she's telling me, the first thing she's telling me is she don't want to hear me talk. So she just thinks nobody wants to talk to her because they don't answer the phone and they don't call her back. And so she gives up. Now my brother will always, he will always answer the phone if she calls. And she does know that. And I will always answer the phone if she calls. But no, that's what she says. They won't talk they don't answer the phone. They don't call me back. So they don't want to talk to me. And she just think they just don't want to listen to me anymore. And the thing is that she might be right. I don't know. She might be right. And I know sometimes they're busy. Just to see if she knows she's super negative. I could see if that's that. I don't know if she knows. I think she thinks it's just because she talks nonstop. I think she realizes now that she talks nonstop, but she thinks it's only because she has nobody to talk to. I don't think she thinks it's because she does that when she does have people to talk to. She still, when Dad was there all the time, she had been doing this for years. So I don't think it's only that she has nobody to talk to. I think that's a part of it. But I don't know, if she would know it's because she's negative. I'd be curious to see. I wonder if you could get her a tape recorder and let her record family history. She needs more. I don't know if she would want to do that. She would. But see, then all of her family history would be negative because her parents were the alcoholics. She has so much negative. Would it be all negative? I could try and see if we could think of some good things that she could remember. Is it interesting when we get forgetful and we forget things that we don't forget the negative things? She remembers all the negative things and she doesn't remember because there's times I've asked her about somebody, like, did they never do anything good? Was there nothing good in their life? It was all negative. I think I'm going to start asking her that. Now that you have said the negative stuff in their life, now tell me something good. That's something else I've thought about. When she mentions somebody and she says the negative, I've said, okay, now tell me something good about them. Tell me something positive about them to offset the negative. I might start doing that too. She'll probably say, I can't think of anything. And she might be telling the truth. She might not be able to think of it. I don't know. But I don't know that if she would... I guess she would be okay with talking with people on the phone. I wonder if she would do that. I could try and see. Just talk into the tape recorder and tell about family history. Don't only say the positive things. Only say the good things. It would be interesting to try. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. See where I can get. Like I said, I just don't want her to be all upset because I tell her everything she says is negative. And I'm just going to say, can you think of something positive to say? I don't know if she can. Well, let's find out. Tell me something good about this or that. Try to dig her out of the misery. Yes, that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try to say, tell me something good. Because her parents, even though they were alcoholics, they owned and ran a tavern. It was only until she was a teenager. It wasn't their entire lives. And it traumatized her as a child. So I understand that's very traumatic and a very trigger thing for her. But they became Christians in their older lives. By the time I was born, they weren't Christians yet, but they had quit drinking. By the time I knew them, I never knew them as alcoholics, and I knew them my whole life. They quit drinking, but see, all she focuses about is how awful it was when she was a kid. And both of them completely quit drinking alcohol, and later in their lives became Christians. So, and I try to remind her of that all the time. I'm like, but Mom, they might have been terrible when you were a kid, but look at how they turned out. A lot of people who are alcoholics don't have that. They don't have the conversion. They don't quit drinking alcohol. They don't have a conversion to becoming Christians. And they used her, God used her to lead them to him. And I'm like, a lot of people don't have that ending. Look at the ending. Look where they are now. They're in heaven. They're waiting for you. And she'll go, oh yeah, that's right. I remember. Yes, I know. But I think, because she tells me things like, I had this dream and I woke up and I felt like my parents were in the other room, like when I was a kid. Like she feels like she hears their voice. And I think it's her mind is putting her back in time a little bit. She's in a tough place, and so is me. Yeah, it's hard to be positive when you hurt all the time. Exactly. And I have a hard time being positive as it is. I struggle as it is. And then when she is negative, it just, takes me where I'm already here and just pulls me further down. And it's like, oh. And then I have to try to drag myself back up to where I even was, which wasn't all that great. Again, it is amazing. And she never used to focus on the past as much. She would only focus on that. She is reliving her childhood. She's like, yes, she is like reliving the trauma from her childhood. But she never did this. So I think her mind is just putting her back there. Because I think that happens when you age. Sometimes you go through your childhood again. She told me one time she had a dream that I don't think she had a dream, but she woke up. And she said she was going like this, patting the bed. She said, I was looking for my baby. And I'm like, what baby? And she said, I don't know, one of you kids. She said, I was looking, because she had 3 kids. She said, I'm looking for one of you. And she said, I think you're still a baby. And I'm hunting for you like I think you're in the bed with me. And I'm like, okay. She didn't used to do this. So I know this is it's got to be some sort of mental deterioration, that she's waking up thinking she has one of us as a baby. We're all in our 50s, and she's looking for us in the bed until she realizes, oh wait, my kids aren't babies anymore. So it's like, I know her mind is not always, she's not living in the past. She doesn't think she's back there, except maybe when she first wakes up. But her mind is focusing on that a lot. And I don't know if she can stop it. I don't know if she can stop doing it. That's the thing. I can tell her all this, but is her mind capable of doing it? I don't know. It's so strange because my dad, they say a lot of people when they get Alzheimer's, they get really mean and my dad didn't get mean. He got like a little boy. He did the opposite. He got a lot sweeter and a lot nicer and a lot just like a little kid. And you would tell him, Dad, we need you to do this. He'd be like, okay. Dad, can you do this, do that? Okay. And it's like, but yet she's the one that's now, you can't get her to do anything. Oh, what I was telling you about the library books. My sister signed her up to get library books. They'll ship them to you. You get this zippy bag thing. You put them back in there, and then you don't pay postage because she's like a shut-in. So she gets all these library books. I know I will be grateful for it, and I am grateful for it. I know I am grateful for it, but it's challenging. It's challenging. I know, aging is hard because, you don't want your parents ever to die, but then sometimes you wonder, if they had died younger, they wouldn't be going through any of this. I don't want them to die younger, though. I don't want them to die ever. But my dad wouldn't be in a nursing home. You think, would it have been better if you just took them on before they went through this? But he has his own plan for that. But yes, I'm grateful that they're here and I'm with them, but I just somehow feel if I had a helper, if I had a husband, I could at least come home and talk to. It's just emotional support. That would help so much. It helps so much. But I don't. I come home and just hold it. I talk to God, but it's just not the same. It is a challenge. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try. And like I said, I don't want to do anything to hurt her, and I know she lives for me to be there. Oh, she would have me move in there with her if I would. But I don't know if I'd live through that. I know. I would just have to go in the bedroom, shut the door all the time. All the time. And then she does everything on TV bothers her. See, this is really interesting. If anything negative comes on TV, she don't want to hear it. She can't take it. And I understand. She can't take it. She don't want to hear it. But then I think she has too much. You have us. I know. But you're not here in my house in the middle of the night. Except for now. You're not here every night, every time I want to talk. I'm going to have to start coming on. I'm going to have to start coming on and say Luann needs therapy. I'll title my live. Please come comfort Luann. Luann needs comfort. I seriously could do that. Who is free to come talk to me right now? But then I have it out on the internet. I don't know if it's such a good idea to put this out on the internet for everybody in the world to hear. I don't know. Maybe we could do private. Private Facebook thing. Luann needs somebody to talk to again. It does make you feel better. I hope I'm not making you all depressed. You have the same problem. You're alone. Yeah, it's hard, and it's amazing how much just being able to talk to somebody makes you feel better. But we don't have anybody, and I'm not much of a phone person. This to me isn't phone. This isn't phone because it's a visual. Although I will talk on the phone. I like to talk in person. I don't know. Expression, facial expression, I guess. You could tell her she makes you feel like she feels the negative things come on her on the TV. Yeah, I could. I really wanted to do, but I don't know if that's a good idea. The one that's the hardest for me is when she calls me on the phone when she's terribly upset by something that happened, or, oh, I'm so upset. Oh, I'm like, not now. But then who's she going to call? Who's she going to call? But I don't think she realizes how then now I feel anxious. Now I have all the anxiety. It's like you puked it all into me. And I have no outlet for it. I have nowhere. She needs to get it out of her. Okay, now I do too. Now I do too. I don't have anybody to talk to do it with. Who wants that? Hi, I'm calling you up to tell you my mother called me again. In a gentle way. Yes, I'm going to have to try to do that. I'm going to have to try. But the library books, my sister had coming. She even told them, send her Christian books, because that's what she said, I want Christian books. I think they've run out. And they're sending her books now that have the F word in it, and books that have sex in it. And she's like, I'm not reading that. I'm like, well, Mom, just don't read it. She's like, why are they sending me those books? I said, those people in the library don't know what they're doing. They've categorized it wrong. They don't know. They're trying. Just don't read it. I used to get books if I didn't know what was in it. And I'd get the book and I'd kind of like flip through it a little bit. Oh, what kind of words are in here? How graphic do we get in this book? Oh, nope. Yeah, not getting that. But I need to tell her to do that. But she's decided she doesn't want any more library books. But she's gone through this phase before. I don't want any more library books. I'm going to tell your sister to quit sending me them library books. But that's all she does is read. So she don't have any library books. Now what's she going to do? Well, she told me she started reading the Bible again. That's good. She reads the Bible a lot. But she had been reading these books, and she's feeling like it's there. But if they're making her feel negative, she needs to not read them. But, like I said, I think they run out. I think they run out of Christian books to send her to the library. And then they send her mystery books. I'm like, oh, Mom, mystery books are fun. They're intriguing. She goes, I like that, but I don't like murder. I don't like reading about murder. I'm like, well, Mom, it's pretend. Nobody was really murdered. Yeah, but I don't like reading about murder. Okay. That's hard. It's hard to find a book she wants to read. She has all kind of books she wants to read. You have to buy. I need to go in the library and say, tell me some books you want to read, and I'll request them. I'll always say, yes, you be praying. You help me be praying about it. Lord, help me know what to say. It's hard to make connections as we age. I know. It is. And it's hard if you feel like, am I being a nuisance to people? I know she doesn't want to be a nuisance to people, but... Well, it didn't help a lot either that we've all had this COVID shutdown thing, and any people that would have come see her, well, they're all older and nobody's going anywhere. So maybe we can eventually get to where we can have some people go see her that she wants to see. That's the thing, that she wants to see. I don't know. I would take her and let her go see people, but she says going to see, taking her to go see dad takes all her energy. Then she's like, that's it for the week. So I don't know. Who would I take her to go see? But then, she can't just sit anywhere. It hurts her back. She can't be in air conditioning because it hurts every bone in her body. She can't just go visit somebody. If they have, seriously, if they have the air conditioner on, she can't take it. So it's very challenging. If you go to visit her house is 79 degrees. Because it's not that she feels cold. She's not cold. It's just the cold hurts her. Makes all her bones ache. So she has to have it hot. So she doesn't hurt. Because she just hurts everywhere. So she can't, that's another reason she can't go to church. It's too cold. Hurts. She used to, the last time that she was going to a church, it was years ago. It was so cold in there, she would go out and sit in the car in the dead heat of summer. She would go out and sit in the car at the last part of church just to quit hurting. Yeah, they need to call her or stop by for a short time. I wish we could get people to do that. I wonder if I could convince somebody to do that. Who could I convince to do that? Who loves my mother enough that you would call her and talk to her? COVID has made a chronic, it's made a chronic illness of everybody. Life even tougher. It has. Yep. People who have already struggled with things, it's like shut them off from the world. It's also challenged, like greater emotional and mental challenges to people, because that's one of the things that when COVID first hit, they shut down the nursing homes and we couldn't go see dad for like 4 months. And during that time, nobody could go see anybody in a nursing home. They just locked them all down. And he had an outdoor window, but the outdoor window was on an enclosed courtyard that we couldn't get to, so we couldn't even go wave at him at the window. We could talk to him on the phone, but it just doesn't do much for him, I don't think. Mom would call him on the phone, but he started deteriorating emotionally and mentally really bad. And after that 4 months, they still weren't letting anybody in the nursing home, but I guess there is some sort of an act or something, some sort of a law or something, that if somebody is having, like, they're deteriorating from no visitors, that you're allowed, it's called the Compassion Act or something, that you can have somebody go because because they're not faring well because of the isolation. Yeah. More isolation. Yep. I worry more now, and fears and anxiety just explode. Yeah. Isn't it terrible how negatively it affects people? But they let me and Mom, well, my brother and sister go too, but we can't all go together because we were supposed to only go one at a time. But Mom says, oh, I can't drive. And they're like, well, you can come with your daughter. So they let me and Mom start going back together. We were like the only people allowed in the entire nursing home on that Compassion Act or whatever it's called. And we had to dress head to toe in like hazmat gear when it was first let back open. But they said it greatly increased his mood and his, like, he was like in severe depression, I think. So when we started going back every week, he got out of it. And they're like, it's totally changed him. So yeah, but see, she is almost, except for when she goes to see him, or I come to see her, it's almost like she's in a nursing home, but she's not. She can get out. She was unable to drive for a while because she had problems with her sciatic nerve, but it's better, and she can drive, but she can only drive short distances, and she really only drives to like go to the drugstore or the McDonald's and get coffee or something, and she doesn't drive very far, and it's probably a good thing. But she loves to drive, and she wants to, and so she's, she drove herself to the doctor one time just for the checkup, but that's what she wants to do it. And I would really rather she not, but that's what she wants to do. But yeah, it's interesting to me, the isolation, because everybody, when COVID started, we're like, oh, this isolation is so terrible. And I'm like, this has been my life for 8 years. I've been living this. It's no different for me. It's no different for me. Y'all think it's been so bad for a year or two. Yeah, it's been almost 9 years now. Even though I can go out. Just don't want to. Not much. I don't want to go out by myself. What fun is that? But Jody goes with me. And we do stuff together. I love that. Because I don't feel like I'm just sitting there like observing the world. I could go eat lunch somewhere by myself. Whoopee. And just sit there and stare at everybody else. Too bad we couldn't be neighbors. I know. You could just move here. I don't think I could move where you are because I wouldn't know what to do with snow. I've seen snow one time in my life. When I was 19. I don't think I could drive in snow. I would not know. I don't think I'd live. I don't think I'd die in the snow. I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know how to handle snow. I think you have a lot of snow. It's very nice here. Very nice. Tropical paradise. A little warm, but it's tropical paradise. Okay, so I'm really going to try to go now. What time is it? It's almost 11. The cats are hungry. So I'm going to go. Thank you for spending so much time talking to me. I really appreciate it. And we will see what I can manage to do tomorrow. Watch, I'll go tomorrow. She won't be negative at all. I would take that. Okay, so let me know if I can do anything for you. Do not forget that this Wednesday at noon Eastern time is when a lot of the products, our new holiday products launch. It's like a third of them. So they're doing them in 3 different launches because that's how they're getting them, I think. It has to do with shipping, the lovely COVID shipping issues. So they're going to have a whole batch of them Wednesday. If you want any of the things in the first release, I can tell you what they are if you need to know what those first ones are. If you want any of those, you can order them or you can have me order them for you. Or if you want to wait, I don't know, I hope they don't expect anything to sell out, but they've told us that before. Things have sold out, so hopefully nothing will sell out, and you will be able to get the goodies that you want, and I will talk to you all tomorrow, and tomorrow I will be doing makeup in the morning tomorrow, and then cooking my little dinner and my ministry live. So I will see you then. Good night.